New Vampire Weekend music. Here we go. We have been waiting quite some time for this. If you go back on WEHM.com and you look at our most anticipated albums of 2019, if you go back WEHM.com and look at our most anticipated albums of 2018, on both of those lists, we have listed the new record from Vampire Weekend. And now we're finally getting it, which is super exciting. It was called Mitsubishi Macchiato, and I'm not sure how real of a title that was at the time. But also, I would love. It sounds like a delicious coffee drink. I don't know about you, but the idea of whatever the hell a Mitsubishi Macchiato is sounds just delightful. In fact, I'm not going to lie to you. After the show today, I'm going to go to Starbucks and order a Mitsubishi Macchiato just to see what happens. Because I feel like that might actually be a real drink, part of some big secret society, secret menu thing that I don't know about. And I'm missing out on this Mitsubishi Macchiato, sitting here drinking, like a regular caramel latte like an average Joe. That's not what I am. That's not who I represent. I need to be a part of the secret society coffee drinkers. So I'm not totally giving up on the idea of Mitsubishi Macchiato. Not whatsoever. But in true Vampire Weekend style, Ezra shared a picture of the file folder on his MacBook of the album, which he did the first time, which is how we knew it was called Mitsubishi Macchiato. But this time around, we get the title FOTB. Now, your guess is as good as mine, probably better, to what exactly that means. I'm not entirely sure. I know there are a whole bunch of guesses, but we do know this thing is going to be a biggin'. A biggin'. 18 tracks, is that right? Let's go, let's see here. Let's go direct to the source with Ezra and what he says. 18-song double album. We're going to get the first 2 songs next week. Ezra took to Instagram and wrote a whole bunch of new stuff. Let's see. To the fans, he writes, I know that 5 to 6 years is considered a long time between records. Personally, I think it's a dignified pace befitting a band's that's already placed 3 albums in stores, but everyone has their own sense of time. I swear the time between 3 and 4 felt shorter to me than 2 and 3. I may be in the minority on this one. This album didn't really take long to write, record. We just took more time on the front end to chill. I'll admit I may have stretched out the mixing and mastering process, aka the end, a little bit because spending half the day with my family and half the day at Ariel's is my ideal life rhythm, and it's painful to say goodbye to that rhythm. Many of you have been hungry for information, and we've been giving you very little. I don't like talking about a project while in the middle of making it. I usually regret everything I say because it turns out to be wrong, so disregard anything I may have said in the past 5 years. He did say last year that we would be getting the new record sooner than later. I guess that's kind of not a lie since he's coming to fruition with it, but I feel like he might have said that before at a concert or something. Anyway, to continue in Ezra's words, I thought about making a record diary to tide over the people leaving intense comments, but to me, the album is the record diary, man. It's called FOTB. Well, those are the initials. That's a VW tradition. He literally wrote VW. And it's 18 songs. Picked the name a few years ago. At some point early on, the album drifted from the Mitsubishi Macchiato aesthetic. It was a helpful guiding principle, though. Working titles are important, too. God, is Mitsubishi Macchiato, is it really a coffee drink? Somebody tell me. I don't know. I feel like I'm missing out. I don't want to miss out. What is that called? FOMO? Fear of missing out? I got FOMO, big time. I got FOMO over FOTB here. It's a lot of songs, but they'll all belong there. If you disagree, you can always say it was 6 songs too long and make a little 12-song playlist version of it. At first, I wanted to make 2 23-song albums on some human chromosome expletive, but then 23andMe started doing Spotify playlists, and I don't know, felt we'd been scooped. Is it a double album? The vinyl will be double. So, yes, it's about 59 minutes long. We can talk more about that later if you care. To me, it's just FOTB. So, 18 songs at 59 minutes, at just under an hour. Them's are some short songs, which is not, outside of the style of what Vampire Weekend is really accustomed to. They are still sort of along those, 2-minute ditties, or hip 2-minute ditties, as as my man whatchamacallit likes to say in Blues Traveler. Let's see here. 59 minutes divided by 18 equals 3 minutes and 27 seconds. So an average of 3 minutes and 27 seconds. I'm going to bust all your balloons. I want to burn all of the cities to the ground. Anyway, we're going to start releasing new music next week. After all that waiting, you should have the general schedule. There will be 3 2-song drops every month until the record is out. Thank you for your patience, Ezra. Plans can change. That's the plan. That's what he writes. So we'll get 3 2-song drops every month until the record is out. That's pretty interesting. Calculations from Koenig's song batch schedule point to a date sometime in March or April. However, a representative for the band told Spin Magazine that there is no release date. This is the first album without Rostam, although it does note that he was a part of some of the early recordings. We'll see really how that shakes out once we get the actual songs themselves. Do we want to read what people's guesses are for the meaning of FOTB? Let's see here. Mark Hoppus from Blink-182 guesses Fanic at the Bisco. Okay. Fajitas on the beach. Fire over the bluff. Former osteopath theorizes bursitis. Fighting over the bread. That's what it means in my house. The Italians with the bread. Falling out of the blue. Flaming octopus throws boy. Freak out to bagpipes. An all bagpipe record would be interesting, right? Flip over the bed. Friend of the ball. Fangs of tricky bats. Huh? Let's see here. Expletive off Tom Brady. That must come from a Jets fan. Freshly opened Toblerone bar. Oh, that's good. That's good. All right, so I like it. See, I love an announcement where there's still a great amount of intrigue behind it. We got a whole slew of information, yet we still kind of know nothing. This is like an episode of The Sopranos. Vampire Weekend, or VW, just handling their business right here. You're all caught up. This is it. This is the year. Vampire Weekend 2019. Finally, we don't have to wait any longer. Get excited. As there's more information, we'll be sure to bring it to you right here from the Morning Show with Anthony. That's a promise.